Hey, this is Rogue Shadow Angel, and this is my discussion gaming, on gaming terminology. I mean, this is just my opinion, so if you don't like it, don't listen. It's just, I recently have noticed, recently that a lot of people, more and more people are playing games. If that's a good or bad thing, I don't know, because a lot of games now are kind of lacking in story. So that, for someone who's me, who's primarily story driven, there's nothing there, hardly. Or you're like playing games like this, who actually has a decent story, it's just meant for kids. But that's a whole other issue, I think. Biggest thing is terminology. Like a casual gamer, I'm assuming knows MMO. Everyone knows MMO, RPG, blah 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 blah. If you don't, you can pretty much figure it out. You know, there's other terminology like the hardcore ex-hardcore gamer terminology, but that's besides the point. I'm not a hardcore gamer. I'm not a casual gamer. I'm like one of those, I will play hardcore games and I'll play casual games. This depends on my mood. But that's another thing is gaming in general. It's so diverse, it's interesting, even though it, quote unquote, is a guy market when it's not. I know more girls who get more. I know a lot of girls who play games. Some of them are not so good. Some of them are, but the biggest interest I've seen, or the biggest thing I've seen in recent years, is the newer generation. Like the people who were born when who are like 10, 20 years, hell, even 20 years younger than me, and I'm 26. So, I'm getting up there in years. I'm not the new generation of gaming anymore. So I have no earthly idea of, besides Pokemon, what the new demographic or what the new games are for kids, because they've changed. I'm into more serious games most of the time, and I mostly play the quote-unquote casual games or kids games when I'm bored or just want to relax and just ride through shit, and don't have to pay attention to the story that much, if there is one. Or it's just one of those things. I can play any game I want. But what's interesting is the games in this specifically, in this little game right here, the terminology, like, most people hear, this is a pay to play after a while. I am not. I'm a lifetime, so, most people know what that is. But the thing is there's a lot, I mean, there isn't anything going on right now, but normally there's, because, each game has its own lingo, because they can't exactly, each game has their own lingo. Because either due to chat restrictions like this game, because, it's for children, or, they have limitations for, like, engines or something. I don't know. I don't play that many MMOs anymore, because I used to play a lot of JRPGs back in my day, because that was what I was into. And honestly, that's what I'm still into. That's what I found is the most interesting to me personally. But the one thing I have noticed is that people the newer generation is not familiar with the game lingo, I guess, for MMO, RPG, blah blah blah, and if you're playing a game like this, I don't expect you to know everything, but I expect you to know what an MMO is because you're playing one. But it's intriguing to me that the amount of people, particularly this is a girl game, so I guess I was just the minority growing up that I knew what most things were. But a lot of people don't exactly know everything about games, and I'm not claiming I do. Obviously, I don't, because I'm far from an ex-hardcore gamer. But I at least know some basic terminology. I'm not one of these people who just go on these elite. I don't really keep up with the newest, latest, greatest game because, frankly, I just don't care. But it's just, it's like people playing Pokemon and not knowing what Pokemon is. It's just like, or liking or hating Pokemon. I don't like games. Okay, but you're playing one. No, this isn't a game. I don't know what your version of video games are, but this is a video game. I'm sorry to inform you, but this is a video game. There's different variations in that, like Second Life. It's a virtual world or whatever. Technically, it's a video game format. But what am I supposed to do? Oh. But it's just like, okay, you don't want to do that. Why? It's just like, it's a game. No, it's not. It's a game. Last time I checked, and I'm stuck. It's a game. Facebook's a game. The Facebook stuff that you play on there, like Flappy Bird or whatever, the Candy Crush, it's a game. All of them are games. I hate to inform you, but they're games. Jay, that's star coins. Are you fucking kidding me? Fine. There we go. Woohoo! I'm all Christmased out. Not really. But it's just like, really, you're going to be saying you hate games? It's just like, come on.